The check engine light for your house just came on. Don't blame the glass yet, because a lot of homeowners see the warning and mistake it for the diagnosis. When a check engine light comes on in your car, you don't automatically assume that you need a new check engine light bulb. The light is just the first signal that something needs attention. Sometimes it's minor, sometimes it's bigger, sometimes it's multiple systems interacting together. But the warning itself isn't the full explanation. That's why mechanics don't diagnose a car by starting at the dashboard light. They look deeper. They look at how the system is behaving, what symptoms appear, what changed over time, what else might be connected. Because the warning light can come from very different underlying problems. And houses work a lot more like that than most people think. Most major home upgrade decisions start with something noticeable: condensation on a window, cold corners, higher energy bills, drafts near the glass, mold showing up in one area before anywhere else. Those are real check engine lights. They matter. But they don't always tell you exactly where the problem started. Because houses respond to stress unevenly. Some parts react earlier. Some parts react more visibly. Some parts are simply under more demand than others. That's why symptoms often appear first around windows, roof edges, corners, ceilings, outside walls, usually in places where heat, air, and moisture are interacting more aggressively. And once symptoms appear there, it's easy to assume that the visible location is the entire problem. Sometimes it is. But sometimes the window is just where the house finally made the issue visible. That distinction matters more than most people realize. Because replacing the visible symptom doesn't always change the conditions that created it. That's why similar projects can end very differently. One homeowner replaces her windows and the house becomes quieter, more comfortable, more consistent, less expensive to heat and cool. Another homeowner spends the same amount of money and still has cold rooms, comfort imbalance, high bills, mold, condensation. Not because the new windows were bad, but because the warning was mistaken for the diagnosis. And honestly, that mistake makes sense. Because most homeowners were never taught how to evaluate building performance problems. People were taught to focus on the thing they can see. Houses are systems. Heat moves, air moves, moisture moves. And the place you notice the symptom first isn't always the place it truly began. That's why slowing the decision down long enough to ask better questions can completely change the outcome. What changed over time? What conditions make the problem worse? Where does a symptom appear first? What else is happening nearby? What parts of the house are under the most stress? You don't have to spend money chasing symptoms, because better diagnosis usually leads to better decisions. The warning light matters, but the diagnosis changes everything. Building science explains it. Applied correctly, it fixes it. Follow along if your house has been trying to tell you something. This is Passive House for the People.